Today, I want to share with you a quick grounding exercise for the next time you're experiencing anxiety. So, anxiety is very different than intuition. Anxiety is when we're in the past or the future. It's when we're not present and we're not connected or able to access any modes of support. But when we're in our anxiety, anxious moments, those are moments where it's so important for us to be so kind to our sweet selves and connect back with our spirit so that we can get some grounded support. So I'm going to share a few different tools with you that I use when I'm managing too much anxiety in my own life, because I can become a crispy critter, especially if I'm not paying attention. So the first tool that I want to share with you is one that I learned from my mom and is so one of my favorites. It is important and it's very easy. So the first thing you're going to do is take a deep breath in through your nose. Imagine like you're breathing into your belly button. And as you exhale, I want you to let out the sound, ah. And imagine like you're going down a slide. And I want you to do that 2 or 3 more times, taking a deep breath in and then letting it go. You're going down the slide, ah. That first starts to bring us back to the present moment, helps us to release a lot of our unwanted tension. We get locked up here in our throat chakra and our shoulders when we're feeling super anxious. So that first place of being able to open up a little more energetic portal of space. Second tool that I want to share with you is one that I love and I learned from my therapist when I was experiencing a lot of anxiety when I first moved here to New Orleans. So one thing you want to do is you're going to get your phone and you're going to get a timer and put your timer on for 5 minutes. And then start bouncing like you would if you were bouncing a baby. And then what you're going to want to do is shake one arm, shake your right arm, and then shake your left leg. And then shake your left arm and your left leg, kind of like you're doing the hokey pokey. And then just keep switching your arms and your legs at random intervals with no dedicated pace, with no necessarily way to try and do it, but just shaking those arms and your legs out, because not only does it help to move that energy, but actually helps to reset our parasympathetic nervous system, the part of ourselves that gets into fight, flight, or freeze. And if you have ever watched a nature documentary, if you've noticed the scene where the lion goes after the gazelle and then the gazelle escapes, the first thing that they'll actually do is shake it off. They'll physically shake off that energy and that adrenaline that gets lodged. Third, if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety, a really good tool is, what am I looking at? And really focus. Start to notice the things around you. Start to notice the texture on your walls or the paint. Start to notice the details on your coffee table or on your TV. Start to even look and notice in places that can be really familiar. What are some details that you have not seen before? When we're not present and we're all over, what we do is we don't notice anything. We don't look. And if you ever hang out with somebody who's really experiencing anxiety, what happens is their eyes will go up or down or dart around, and they don't look. They're not looking because they're trying to figure it out. But when we can start to look and notice, pay attention, we drop our attention into this moment. And your barking dog probably will have a lot to say. Oh, wow, this isn't working, but, I know, mine does too. But if we can just be consistent and gently just bring our attention back. What am I looking at? What am I noticing? And then taking a breath. What's another thing that I'm noticing? And take another breath. Helps to move the energy, helps to get us grounded back into the present moment, back into our bodies, and helps us to flow with our anxiety. The thing about anxiety that happens is that we often notice when it comes on, it seizes us, we can feel it in our shoulders, in our gut, and our bodies, but we don't notice when it recedes. And so we can often tell ourselves that we're anxious people. When in reality, I'm just experiencing a physical sensation that's then triggering my little ego intellect. It's trying to figure it out and help me feel safe. So anxiety isn't an issue, it's an invitation to slow down, to be kind, to be present. And always, I'm a big fan of a sniff. Call them sniffs, just a Thai sniff. But you can get different ones at aromatherapy. Really closing your eyes and taking a deep breath and noticing the sensations here. Because that's home number one. That's where your spirit lives. That's where you get access to support. And that's the only place you have to come back to. You don't have to go anywhere. So I hope that these tools helped you. Let me know, is there one that resonated most with you, one that you loved the most, one that I can't wait to hear from you. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit like, tag and share this video with somebody, and let me know what's one of your favorite tools that you use to navigate and deal with anxiety. And as always, check out my free spiritual toolkit. You can find it in the comments down below, in YouTube. Get a little meditation, guided workbook. And on top of it, take my spirit type quiz. What is your spirit type? I can't wait to hear, and I wonder what you think I am. Send you all my love. I'll see you next week. Bye.